Good morning, everybody. Rick here,
And Deb.
and this is Rick and Deb's
Awesome
Adventures. We are in Baxter Springs, Kansas, standing outside a Decade of Wheels Museum, which we will be going in momentarily. So if you're not doing anything on this cloudy, stormy morning, well, come on along and join us. We'll be right back. Okay, like I said, we are in downtown Baxter Springs, Kansas, and we're at the Decade of Wheels Museum. Let me kind of zoom in on that. Decade of Wheels Museum. Decade of Wheels, again, we're in Baxter Springs, Kansas. This is Route 66. Route 66. There's only 12 miles of Route 66 in Kansas, and it's Baxter Springs to Galena. We'll be going to Galena later on today. The rain's supposed to stop around 11 or 12 o'clock. I'm going to pan around here and show you some of the downtown area here in Baxter Springs. It's not real busy. It's not real busy right now, but it's not real big of a town. But we're going to go in. We're going to pay our admission, and then we're going to go through this car museum. It's a really cool little car museum. Let me just show you this little item over here. This is really cool. This is a flower bed. It's a container, but see, it's just this old truck. Isn't that cool? And then there's flowers and that. And they have a what you might call a hotel or an inn, and it's called Little Brick Inn. It's got a bed and breakfast. It hasn't been open very long. A lot of this is just really brand new here in Baxter Springs. They've not been open that long. We're going to be going on some other locations as long as the rain will hold out, which I think it will. But we're going to do that later. Right now we're going to go through this museum. So just hang on with us for a little while. We'll go in and we'll get everything paid, and we will get started. So just hang on for a minute.
Oh, I ended up using this one. I couldn't find all the batteries.
Okay, so inside the museum, or in the lobby area, we just got our admission paid for. So I'm going to show you around through the lobby a little bit. Here's Old-Timey Jukebox. It's pretty cool in here. They've got all kinds of, here's a penny pincher, and then they've just got all kinds of little things in here. Now here's a really cool bike. It's a Harley Davidson. That is really nice. We'll show you around in here a little bit, and then we'll go on into the museum itself. There's a front counter area. Here's some just different things. They've got a display case. I love these. These are so cool, these old gas pumps. And then the old gas station with the Corvette setting in there. See that? That is really cool. And the old motor oil cans. And they've got some cars on display here, die-cast. And I wish these were for sale. I'd be buying these. They got some more over here. Now I was going to show you this over here. Isn't that neat? And the walls are just lined with this like old signage. I was going to show you this over here. This looks like it's made out of car parts. That's cool, isn't it? And they still have some t-shirts. I got me a hat, and I've got me a little bag here. There's the hat I just got, and this has Route 66 on it. I got that too today, because he said they don't have very many of these left, so I was going to get that while they've still got them. We're going to pay for that when we get done. But they switch their cars out And we were here, oh gosh, it's been a while. Usually like once a year, maybe twice, we get here. We're going to get started in the actual museum. The gentleman that's running it was nice enough to let us in just a little bit early. Of course, we had to get all of our cameras ready. So, anyway, I think we're going to go on in. Okay, the first car here is a Nash. This is a 1954 Nash Metropolitan. Really nice. All these cars are nice. Of course, here's your Chevy. We've seen the Monkey Mobile here, and we've seen the Batmobile. Not the old original Batmobile, but the newer Batmobile, the 1980s Batmobile. This is actually a 1956 Chevrolet, sorry. Year I was born. That's a 1956 Chevrolet. Well, I'll just show you the interior here. Isn't that neat? Look at that, how clean that is. I just love this little museum. That's not far from home, and it's just really nice, really nice. I just hope the day holds out for us. There's another area that we're going to be going to, if we can. It just depends on the weather. Now here is a really nice trike, as these are called. Really nice. And then here's a 1953 Chevy Pickup. Look at the paint job on that. Is that cool or what? 1953 Chevy Pickup. And this device right here, many of you may know what this is. That's an air conditioner. Actually, that's what that is. Of sorts. It's called a car chiller. And that's what that is. How good it works, because the window is partially open, I don't know how good it actually works. That's what it is. Here's another Chevy Pickup. I want to show you guys something. This is so cool. Look at the watermelon carburetor. I've never seen that before, ever. Never seen this before. Homegrown, sweet and juicy. So this is like a watermelon truck. This is a watermelon truck. Exactly what this is. Is that not cool? Huh, that is really cool. Let me show you the interior here. Look at that. It's got a watermelon for a stick shift. They trade these vehicles out on a regular, like every 3 months. So you can come back and see different vehicles. Of course, there's a Thunderbird. 1957 Ford Thunderbird. It's got the little opera window in the back. I'll tell you what, they really took pride in their vehicles. And of course, here's a VW bus. This is a microbus. Actually, it's 15 window microbus. Actually, it's pretty good size for being a microbus. But there's one row. There's 2 rows, and then the front seat area. Now look at the luggage rack. That is so cool. Yep. This is just one room. There's like 2 more rooms to go through here. Okay. Oh, look at this little... Isn't that cool? Look at that. Ah. And then this is the love bug. Herbie the love bug. I like those wheels. Those are baby moons and trim rings is what those are called. I had some on a car one time. Of course, they were not VW, but they were You can get them for cars. See, it's got the little chrome eyelid there. That looks like an eyelid. And here's an old trunk. This is actually a Indian, it says. Gas. Okay. Well, I didn't show you some of these pictures up here. Really need to show you some of these. Indian motorcycles. Okay. And this is only like $8. Well, no, wait a minute. It cost us $10 this morning for both of us. So, that's not too bad nowadays. Okay, now we're going into the larger room here. I don't even know where to start. I think we'll start over here and we'll work our way down. This is actually a Cadillac. That's a 2012 Cadillac Cts-V. Supercharged V8. Yeah. Here's a 1964 Corvette. Now that's what I'm talking about. That's why I go to these, is for these right here. Of course, these are chained off. I can only get so close. But here's a 2014 Roush Mustang. I bet that's one powerful. Oh, it's a convertible too. Look over here. We'll see if we get right up to it here. I bet that's beautiful on the inside. And of course, there's a 1970 Boss 302 Mustang. It's got the spoiler on the back. We've seen a lot of different vehicles since we were here over the years. This is an Aston Martin 2014. Some of these are, I can only imagine what some of these price tag on some of these are. Probably buy a house. Here's an Austin Healey. It's a 1963 Austin Healey Sebring. Look at the little tiny windshield. One for the passenger and one for the driver. That's crazy. I bet that thing will get it run. And then all along the shelves here, there's cars. Every make, every model, racing cars, you just name it. They're lined. Now, how many people remember what this is right here? Anybody know? For us folks, older folks, we know what those are. Those are speakers for drive-in. See, there's your volume control knob right here. And then this would hang on your window. You'd roll your window down, you'd hang that on your window, and that's how you listen to the movie. As you was watching the movie. Look at those wheels and tires. Really super nice. Look at that. And see, you got your little tiny, again, your little window, a little rear view mirror. I can imagine, I bet this thing will go 100 and, the speedometer says 120. I think going down the road with that little tiny window. Oh gosh. I don't know about that. And then here's a decade old and older, looks like a truck door with decades of wheels on it. And here's a blast from the past. Good old Burt Reynolds with the CB and the Trans Am, smoking the Bandit. And here's an old-timey gas pump here. Marathon Mile Maker, it says. Okay. They've still got the 1980s Batmobile. We're going to check that out in a minute. We've seen a lot of cool cars here, though. Like I said earlier, they had the Mucky Mobile here. We've seen the Ghostbusters here. Looks like they've actually got a space open. But this is 1969 Chevy C10 Tweety Bird. Of course, it's got the Tweety Bird there on the side, there on the door. And here's a Jeep. 2014 Jeep Wrangler Polar Edition. Okay, I'm not sure. It's all hard body. I mean, there's no soft top. You can't, I don't think you can take that off. It's, maybe that's why it's called that. But like a lot of the Jeeps have the removable tops on them, or their convertibles or whatever. This is done for 1 year only. It pays tribute to Antarctica. And its coordinates are on the badge are to Vostok, Antarctica, the location of the coldest temperatures ever recorded. There were 3 color options available: hydro blue, white, and silver. Some of the special features are standard heated seats, body color hardtop, and black wheels. And then see, it's got the Antarctic logo or design on it there. That's crazy. They only made this 1 year. Wow. And then here is the 1980s Batmobile. And see, the very front of it here looks like a turbine of some sort, maybe. And that might really turn. I don't know for sure. It's a very large vehicle. I can't already get it all in there once. This car was built on a 1987 Chevrolet chassis. Okay. This is really a very large vehicle. What size those tires? And there's the gas cap, I guess. And then there's the inside of it right there. Wow, looks complicated. Pretty small seating area though. Really far down in there too. I bet that'd be different to drive. And look down the hood there. Wow. And here's the big huge fins on the back end. And then here's a motorbike, very old motorbike. And here's some more items on the walls. And here's the Batman standing on top of the Batmobile. That's pretty good size. Oh gosh, that's probably 3 foot tall. Here is a 2014 Audi R8. Very nice vehicles. And this is a Toyota Supra. This is a 2020 Toyota Supra. Wow, brand new. Wow, that's crazy. It's white with red outside rearview mirrors. Red and black. And here's the back end of this. The back end of some of these vehicles. Wow. And it's got the red interior seating. And there's the interior. Wow. Oh, I missed this, the old wheels here, probably for Model A or Model T or something like that. I'm not real sure, but they're older, of course. It's got something on the web there, but I can't quite make it out. Essex Motors is what it says. Essex Motors. Okay. And here is another old gas pump. This was a device where they sold windshield wipers, blades. And here's a Dodge Convertible. Oh wow, this is really nice. Check this out. Got the turquoise wheels there. Design. 2015 Dodge Challenger SRT. Boy, really nice. And then here's the older Dodge Challenger RT. This is 1970 Dodge Challenger RT. Again, really nice. Okay, well, I think we've seen everything here. We're going to go on to the next room. Just kind of do an overall here, a 360. And we're going to head on over to the other room over here. I still prefer the 1966 Batmobile. Here's an old air pump. Oh, check this out. Wow. Is that cool or what? See the surfboards on top? Barris. That has to be Chuck Barris. 1971 Fun Buggy. That is so cool. Look at that. And here's the inside. It's got a bamboo there in the back. And there's the seats. Oh, I'm sorry, I said Chuck. It's Barris. George, I'm sorry. George Barris, I'm sorry. It's George. 1971 Fun Buggy. He created the original Batmobile along with many others. This is a surf style buggy. I don't know why I said Chuck for. I knew it was George Barris. Okay. With the old travel trunk there on the back. Really nice. I love those surfboards. That's really cool. That's the Fun Buggy. We've been to car shows all over. We go to well, car shows and car museums. There's one in Springfield on Route 66. There's a movie car museum in Branson. There's oh gosh, they're just all over. This is an old Ford Victoria, I do believe. This was here last time we were here. Yep, Crown Victoria. Yep, really nice. Tell you what, they really built cars back then. Look at that, all the chrome. Really nice. Not like these cars today, they're all plastic and fiberglass and fall apart in a few years. That's actually got an air conditioner in it. The Crown Victorias were the top of the line back in the day. And see what's cool about this is it's a hardtop. I mean, all the windows roll completely down. Look at all that chrome. Wow. Yeah, for a two-door hardtop. And all the windows roll completely down. Oh, wow, what in the world? Look at this. Oh, Dick Tracy. Oh, how cool is that? A lot of people don't know, but Dick Tracy, the man that did the cartoons, lived in Pawnee, Oklahoma. Now, I want to look at this. It's really unique. Big old wheel covers in the back. Look at that. Look how low that sits. Look at those big tires. That's crazy. And then there's supposed to be machine guns here. And one on each side. Then you can get a peek at the engine, and these are probably some sort of sirens or the red lights. And then of course there's Dick Tracy. Huh. This is where the Monkey Mobile was. This is where the Ghostbusters car was when last time we were here. I'm kind of glad they do have something different. The Monkey Mobile was really super cool, though. It really was. Of course, I grew up watching the monkeys on TV. There's Oldsmobile. Look at that thing. These cars look like this. Just seems like they were a block long. 1950 Olds 88. Really nice. And this is a Jaguar. 1967 Jaguar. Here is a 1967 Chevelle. Dodge Dart. That's convertible. Oh, here you go. This is an Indian motorcycle. If you ever have a chance to go to the car museum in Springfield on Route 66, that's really nice, car museum. There's also a farm and auto museum in Branson. Took us like, oh gosh, I think the better part of a day to go through it all. But we got talking with the person that was working in there, and we were informed that the lady that had it was thinking about getting rid of everything and closing it all up, so I don't know if it's still there or not. This has been a few years ago. This is a Dodge Dart Swinger. I actually had a Dodge Dart Swinger at one time. Of course, it wasn't this nice. It wasn't that old either. Mine was a mid-70s model, I think. But I actually had something similar to that. Of course, here's a GTO Judge, 1969. These are the cars I was raised with. 1969 Chevy Corvette. Wow. Really super nice. I've always loved those. And there's a 1972 Chevy Nova. And here's a Monte Carlo. 1972 Monte Carlo. I think my folks had a 77 Monte Carlo at one time, and it was, of course, it wasn't decked out like this, but those are nice cars. Anyway, And then here's a 1986 Olds 442. I actually had one like this. Of course, it wasn't exactly like this one, but I had a Delta 88 one time. Nice cars. Oh wow, look at this. Lincoln Continental convertible. Look at this car. Wow, that's crazy. The steering wheels, the dash, well, it brings back memories. I'd have a city block to park these things in. 1978 Lincoln Mark. Wow, isn't that something? Look at that. Of course, it's got the retractable headlights. And this is a 1967 Camaro. Brings back memories. So I had friends of mine that had cars like this. These cars will get up and run. I'm just not joking. Triumph motorcycle. Really nice, really nice. Well, I think we're just about done. I gotta look at this Tiki car one more time. I just love that. So there's a few cars that weren't here, but last time, since we were here last time, I mean, those surfboards, those are just really cool. I don't know how many movie star cars we've seen over the years. We've seen a bunch. I can't get over those wheels. I mean, that white wall just covers the whole tire. I mean, there's no black on that anywhere. That whole tire is just white wall. Wow, that's crazy. That sets low, though. I don't know how people even fit in a car like that. There's the emblem, the little, not emblem, but the little hood ornament. Looks like a swan. I wonder if this thing really runs. It might. I have no idea. We've seen some pretty cool cars in here, though, over the years. When they had the Ghostbusters car here, they started up and had all the lights going, and that was really cool. Well, that is the Decade of Wheels Car Museum here in Baxter Springs, Kansas. I think we're going to go do some other things. We're not done yet. We're going to go some other spots and make some other videos, but I think we're done here for right now. So, I think we're going to go on and do some other things. Okay, so thank you for joining us. We're not done yet. We're going to go some other spots. Hopefully the weather holds out. We're not done yet. We're going to go on, but we're done here for now. So we'll catch y'all later. So have a good Saturday, and we'll be back shortly. Bye for now. Okay, Rick here. We are still in Baxter Springs, but we are now at a Welcome Center. This is actually an old gas station. But we are still in Baxter Springs. I wanted to show you this. Just real quick, we're not done yet. We got another location to go to, maybe two more. And then we're going to be going to Galena hopefully later on today. But right now I want to show you this Welcome Center. Here's the old gas pumps. It's not raining right now, and I hope it stops. I mean, completely goes away. But thank goodness it stopped for now. It rained pretty heavy on us this morning on the way here. Had a pretty good little rainstorm, lightning, thunder, the whole bit. But it's not raining right now, so I was going to show you this. I don't believe there's open. We've only seen this open one time. Now, I think it was last fall, last October we were here, and they were open. But they're just not open very often. It's a gift shop, is what it is. Analysis says by appointment only. But at any rate, there's actually a March Arch Bridge just down the road, and it's was developed by a man, his last name was March, and he developed these, or designed these bridges. And there's only a few left, and that's one of the ones that are left today. And we'll be going there in just a few minutes. So anyway, I was just going to show you this real quick, and we're going to be on our way. Just kind of giving you a view. We're on the edge of Baxter Springs, actually. We just come from the main downtown area. So we're going to go on. So we'll be right back when we get to the bridge. We'll be just back in just a minute. Okay, we are at Rainbow Bridge, just outside of Baxter Springs, Kansas. This is a historic bridge. Like I said, this is called the March Arch Bridge. And the man that developed these bridges, his last name was March. And there's just not very many left around. This might be I think this is the last one left in this area. But there's a sign over here. We're going to take a look at it right now. Okay, here we go. Rainbow Curve Bridge, constructed in 1923 over Brush Creek, the only remaining March Arch Bridge on Route 66. This is listed on the National Registry, March 10, 1983. Okay, well there you have it. But we're going to go out here and take a look at this old historic bridge. We have seen bridges very similar to this in other parts of Kansas. We have. We've been to several different places. I tell you what, for being very stormy, very, very rainy, it poured so hard it was almost a blinding rain earlier this morning. Lightning and thunder. But about 10 o'clock it stopped raining. It's cloudy, it's a little humid, but it's not raining. I really did not want it to rain this morning. I mean, not while we're trying to do this. This is looking out over one side, and then we're going to pan around here, and we're going to go over here. It really is kind of pretty this morning. I mean, everything's green. It's cloudy, but it's still kind of pretty with all the greenery, everything being green. This is still very much of a drivable bridge. You can drive across this. People do it all the time. And they've got 66 on the road here. I'll see if we can find it here. Here we go. There it is, 66. Like I said earlier, Galena and Baxter Springs and this 12-mile stretch is the only stretch of Route 66 in Kansas. This is it. Of course, there's a lot more in Oklahoma, Missouri, but not here in Kansas. This is pretty much it. This little stretch here. There's nobody here this morning, which is very good. We've really been very lucky so far. We got in early at the car museum. Pretty much had the place to ourselves. I got to show you this. Still got rain on it. It did rain pretty good this morning. I was really worried. I thought maybe all our plans had been diminished today, but it's not. it's going to be alright, I think. They said the rain's supposed to be over by 11 or 12, you know, and it's like 11:20 right now, so okay, this is the March Arch Bridge located just outside of Baxter Springs, Kansas. I kind of wanted to show you this just a little bit first. I got carried away with the film or the video and wasn't saying anything, so I apologize for that, but it's not a big deal. I'm going to show you now. I showed you the sign down there. It's the only remaining bridge in Kansas here on Route 66. Okay, I thought we was going to have a car come by, but nothing came by. It came by, but it didn't go down here, which is good. Okay, well, we've got other destinations to go to today. We got one more we got to go to if we can find it. Rainbow Bridge, a March Arch Bridge, here on the good old Route 66. Okay, a car's coming, so I'm going to have to get over here just for a minute. I knew there'd be at least one car come through here, and I mean, they're not even trying to slow down. Oh no, they went around. Okay. Say, they're going awful fast for going through here. No, they did not come down here, thank goodness. Well, let's get another look here. This old historic bridge. That's Brush Creek, constructed in 1923, the only remaining March Arch Bridge on Route 66. It's pretty cool. And that's it, right there. Over the last several years, Baxter Springs has really become quite the little tourist town. With the car museum we just went through, and now this March Arch Bridge, and then we've got some other locations. Well, now they decide they got to come through here. Oh, well, they still didn't come through here. I don't know what they're doing. Maybe they're lost. Or they're going to pull over. They're pulling over. Well, that's okay. We've already been through here, so... And I showed you Brush Creek and everything earlier, so I think we're going to go on and try to find this multi-state or tri-state marker here in just a little bit. Kind of do a little panorama here. Okay, well, we're going to pause here for a moment. We're going to try to find this tri-state marker, and we'll be back here just hopefully in a few minutes. It's supposed to only be 10 minutes from Baxter Springs, so we're going to like I said, take a little pause and try to find this place, and then we'll be right back with you. Just hang on with us for a few minutes, and hopefully we'll be back here in a little bit. Okay guys, we made it. This is a monument for something. National Youth Project Administration Work Project. The National Youth Administration built this in 1938 as a work project. That's what this is for. Now there's been other places where there's been plaques that's been removed, and I don't know why they've been removed. There's one right there, a plaque that's been removed. And here's another one that's been removed. That's crazy. But this is the monument. This is a monument. And it's not the one why we're here. Sorry about that. No. Why we're here is because right over here is something pretty cool. This is the Missouri Association of County Surveyors, and you are standing in Oklahoma, Kansas, and Missouri. Okay, three-state corner. Kansas, Oklahoma, Missouri. This point was established in 1875 by 800-member expedition starting at the southwest corner of Missouri and working north. The party included soldiers, teamsters, cooks, astronomers, and surveyors. The expedition took nearly 6 months, being hampered by rough terrain, heavy